Hey guys, um, I know you guys were excited for when nightmares come to life. It's just not gonna be able to happen. But I thought I would spare you the sorrow of not being able to watch it by explaining what it was and explaining what happens in it. So, two main characters, Layla and Lily, are at their house. And their parents are fighting. Lily jumps in. Lily's the younger one, yells at them to stop. The mom says that they should just go to her friend Ava's house. So they go over to her friend Ava's house, and the door is wide open, but Ava was not there. They kept hearing these creepy whispers, and they didn't know what they were from. So they went over to where the whispers were coming from, and they saw Ava. And Ava said, "Follow me." She was running, and they ran after her because they thought that this was actual Ava. Little did they know, it really wasn't. After a while of following her, they were in this forest, and they saw this weird red circle thing with tentacles coming out of it. They didn't know what to think of it, so they started backing away, but then the tentacles grabbed them and pulled them in. They ended up in a completely different dimension called the Nightmare Realm. No, this is not a Gravity Falls reference. After they go into the Nightmare Realm, there are two guards guarding the entryway to the thing. And their job is to take anything that goes through that they don't know what it is. So when they saw Lily and Layla, they didn't know what to do. So, Layla, being prepared for anything, brought a gun with her, because that's just what a normal person does, right? And after that, Layla managed to fight back, and she managed to kill one of the guards, but one of the guards got away with Lily, and she wasn't able to catch up to her. After that, Layla was definitely devastated that her little sister just disappeared just like that. And she was stuck in this realm with all these monsters, and she didn't know what any of them were. So she was determined to find, where Lily was taken. She had gathered some information, that Aphid, the king of all nightmares, kept things from other dimensions in his dungeon in his castle. So, Layla was determined to find it, wherever it was. Little did Layla know it would take years to find it. Fast forward those years, because the rest of them are just random stories that happen, and she finally makes it. She makes it to Aphid's castle. Layla was excited to see that she had finally made it after all these years. She went in there when she was 12 and Lily was 6, and now she was 15, and Lily was 9. She hadn't seen her sister in so long, let alone another person. She had just been stuck chatting with monsters that she didn't even know. She had this disguise that made her look like a mimicker, but it was not very good, to say the least. A lot of people, a lot of nightmares saw right through it, but they never questioned it. She breaks into the castle. She still has her gun with her that still has a bunch of fires in it. We don't talk about how she managed to keep it that long. She gets through most of the guards. She gets to the dungeon. She frees Lily. Now, on their way back to trying to find the portal back home, this carnivorous flower named Happy Flower, because I was running out of ideas for names, killed Lily. Now, before you guys get upset over me killing a main character, I'm not going to explain to you what happens next. I'm not going to explain to you what happens because you guys are just going to have to find out yourselves. Layla was so angry. She wanted revenge. She was so caught up in revenge, she completely forgot that she wasn't even on Earth anymore. She was so caught up in revenge, she couldn't think of anything else. So, she decided to go to the different kingdoms to try to turn against Aphid so they could become the number one power while Layla wanted revenge. So, she went to the Frozen Kingdom first and met Goragon. Goragon, it doesn't really like visitors. And let's just say she almost died. Next, she went to the Mutineer colony, which didn't do much because nothing there could talk, and it was kind of useless going there. Then, she went to the Mimicker colony. The Mimicker Queen accepted gladly. She did not like Aphid and Arachnid ruling. So, as their army grew, Layla found a way to bring her sister back to life. But it would need another human. And she hadn't ever seen another human in years. So she would have to go back through the portal and lure someone in there. And she knew exactly who to try to lure in. Ava. She went back through the portal. She found Ava, and she pretended like she was hurt to try to lure Ava into the portal. Once Ava was in the portal, she knew it was time. She prepared a ritual that could bring someone back to life. She stabbed Ava somewhere where she wouldn't die, but she couldn't get away. And a part of the ritual is that it has to drain their blood. So it drained Ava's blood and put it into Layla's body to and regenerated her decapitated head. I know, it's a little dark. After that, Layla's army was ready to fight against Aphid. Now they had gathered up and they were ready to fight. But then, Layla saw a familiar face. It was Happy Flower. She had told Aphid about her plan. But there wasn't just Happy Flower. There was a sad-looking flower there. And Happy Flower seemed to care for her. And that's when Layla had an idea. When they first started the battle, she fired shots at the sad-looking flower, but missed. Happy Flower managed to take the bullets for her without dying, and but then she Layla finally got the hit on the sad-looking flower. Now, one thing about carnivorous flowers is that they can make strong connections with other flowers. And if that connection is broken, they can take all the power from any carnivorous flower nearby and combine it into theirs. And that's just what happened. Now, I would show you a drawing of what Happy Flower looked like in this, but I don't feel like it. Let's just say she looked very, very demonic and scary, and you definitely run for your life. Now, right before Happy Flower was gonna kill Layla, a Ford pickup truck came by, and Layla's father came out with a shotgun. Now, if you're wondering, no, this was not my idea. The person who was going to voice the father, let's call him C, asked for this to happen. Kills a bunch of the soldiers and almost kills Happy Flower, and then he just leaves. He doesn't even try to help them, he just leaves. And the Mimickers had won the battle, and Layla and Lily could return home. And that is the end of When Nightmares Come to Life. Thank you for listening.